Hey folks, this is Jake Davis with an on-the-fly review for you. Today I'm talking about Smashing Machine, released earlier this month, directed by Benny Safdie, and starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Emily Blunt. Emily Blunt, who is especially in this film, that's one of the most best-looking women ever in movies, man. Uh, this movie is a true story about UFC MMA pioneer Mark Kerr. Damn, I just got off work. What a long week. Anyhow, it's about Mark Kerr in the late '90s, in between like '97 and 2000. Him dealing with his first defeat, his drug addictions, and his relationships with particularly his trainers, his coach, his girlfriend. Um, and also, as we can see, the rise of MMA getting bigger and more popular. I mean, look, I'm of like two minds when it comes to biopics. I totally think that, like, fundamentally, they're flawed. They're always like these greatest hits, and I always feel like they're kind of cheap Oscar bait movies. Biopics don't get made to tell a compelling story or to make money or to entertain an audience. They get made to campaign for awards. Maybe something like JFK is the exception to the rule there. I'm gonna give this movie 3.5 stars because I did enjoy it while it was on. And I thought it was a well written film, especially since when it comes to stuff like got that damn curl that my kids always get. I like when you got scripts like this where you don't really have to know anything about MMA or the history of the UFC, anything like that, to follow the elements of that story that go in. And I will also say that watching, just like boxing or football or basketball, sports movies are more compelling when it's a contact sport. I can't say I've enjoyed too many movies about golf. That's for sure. Baseball, usually good movies, really good movies, but that's because baseball, I love baseball, but it's not cinematic. So you gotta focus more on characters and script and stuff like that. Like I said, I give this movie 3.5 stars. I think it's okay, it's there. I do not see Rocky getting an Oscar nomination ever. I do think he was excellent. If he was gonna get one, he probably should have been nominated for Pain and Gain. He was excellent in that movie. And if there is an Oscar nomination for this for acting, I wouldn't be. It's probably more likely going to go to Emily. Emily was very, very good in this. She usually is. And yeah, I don't really have too much more to say about this. Halloween's coming up really soon, this Friday. So I'm going to try to get a few more horror movies, watch them before I get there. Might watch Good Boy tonight. Thanks, Sarah. Might get a kick out of that one. The girls might want to watch it too. And Strangers 2, aka Strangers 4, and Him. Should I watch Him? I mean, I know it's gonna suck. But the question is, how shitty is it gonna be? And as I've always said, it doesn't matter what people say about a movie or what you assume about the movie. You don't want to see the movie, don't see the movie. Fine. We all have a very specific amount of time on this planet, and you shouldn't be forced wasting any time watching a movie you don't want to see. But I might watch Him, give it a shot. But I'm not expecting a good movie. But at the same time, it's not fair to have an opinion about a movie if you don't see it. I mean, I didn't give a shit about seeing Brokeback Mountain. To this day, I say that film was a bad joke that got taken seriously. Two gay sheep herders in Wyoming named Jack and Enos in a film called Brokeback Mountain. There's just, like, the film is a punchline, just, they didn't write the setup. Anyhow, but still, when the movie came out, I wasn't just gonna shit all over it or whatever. I'm gonna see the movie. That way, my opinions about it are valid, and my opinion about that movie, it's an overrated movie. Well, Gyllenhaal's good in it. He gives a good performance, but that movie's really nah, it's a silly film. Uh, yeah, I guess that's all I gotta say. Bit of a ramble. Yeah, 3.5 stars for the Smashing Machine. It's a fine film. If you want to see it, see it. But it's not something special. And as I said, I'd be quite surprised if this movie gets any Oscar nominations whatsoever. And since it's already, flopped at the box office, that's really all it got left, isn't it? Anyhow, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you want to. I don't think I've said that in a very long time. I'm Jake Davis. I'll catch you on the fly.